TV News, September 28, 2011, 9 p.m.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The oil companies have raised gas pump prices due to the recent rise in the cost of a barrel of oil. Importing states are beginning to show their displeasure with OPEC's policy.
Secret Ghost Room, September 28, 2011, 11 p.m. Gentlemen, obviously it's unthinkable that our organization should depend on decisions taken by OPEC in any way whatsoever. We're going to reveal to you the strategy we plan to use in order to free ourselves from their monopoly.
Among independent producing countries, Nigeria alone, which let me remind you is affiliated to our organization, represents 15% of world oil production. Its neighbor, Niger, has considerable reserves in the Sahara Desert. Our strategy, therefore, involves supporting Nigeria's invasion of Niger to create an independent hub for fuel supplies that's under our organization's control and represents nearly 30% of world production.
TV News, December 4th, 2011, 9 p.m.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. To everyone's surprise, last night, Nigeria launched an offensive against its neighbor, Niger. Amanda?
Yes, Steve. President Kasinga's armies are advancing rapidly inland, whereas the Nigerian forces are slow in getting organized. The ICP proclaimed its solidarity with Niger immediately and decided to send in the Blue Helmets. Ghost Briefing Room, December 5th, 2011, 8 a.m. General, the time has come for you to show your skills on the ground. Our allies, the Nigerians, aren't proving to be excellent strategists, and despite all the equipment we've supplied them with, they haven't been able to consolidate the positions they acquired at the outset. The ICP's first divisions from Central Africa took them by surprise and outflanked them, and we've lost all the advantage gained by our surprise attack. We're counting on you to retake control of the situation before ICP reinforcements arrive. Follow me to the briefing room, and I'll explain your mission to you. Greetings, General. You must take command of the Nigerian land forces immediately to restore the situation in Niger. President Kasinga has acknowledged that his army is powerless to stand up to the ICP, which has already retaken the west and the center of the country. The ICP has blockaded the Manjeni base, which was being used as an operations base for all offensives towards northern Niger. You will lead a commando group of Nigerian troops. Your mission is simple: destroy all anti-aircraft defenses and retake control of the Manjeni base.
According to our intelligence services, access to the Manjeni Plateau is defended by several land and anti-aircraft combat units. Our logistical transport helicopters are awaiting your go-ahead before flying in supplies to the base.
Naturally, you have carte blanche to eliminate enemy forces on the ground. We trust in you entirely. Don't disappoint us.
Okay. Destination origin.
Unit lost.
Enemies attacking! Going into battle! Retreat! Mission accomplished. Of course, destination reached. Let's get going! Destination reached. Go! Destination reached. Go! Destination reached. Okay. Let's get going! Yes, sir! Let's get going! Mission accomplished.
accomplished. Yes, sir. Destination reached. Yes, sir. Let's get going. Destination reached. Okay. Destination reached. Of course. Yes, sir. Destination reached. Let's get going. Destination reached. Formation. Let's get going. Let's get going. Destination reached. Yes, sir. Of course. Destination reached. Go! Yes, sir. Destination reached. Okay. Destination reached. Let's get going. Destination reached. Yes, sir. Destination reached. Go! Of course. Go! In formation. Destination reached.
All enemy mobile anti-aircraft defenses have been neutralized, awaiting imminent arrival of supply helicopters.
It's as good as done. Mission accomplished.
The supplies have arrived. Mission accomplished.
You didn't do too badly. Kasinga, the Nigerian president, is delighted. He thinks that the oil is now within reach. But remember that the game has only just begun. Things won't get any simpler when the media turn up on the scene.
Hello, General. Our lightning attack has destabilized the ICP. We'll have to act quickly to make the most of this advantage, but the ICP's presenting us with a problem. Our intelligence services have just learned that the ICP is getting ready to set up a rapid air intervention force to counter the movements of our armored troops. The ICP needs a heliport to control this force. Find the heliport and destroy it. It's probably located on the base that's just below Mangeni. Hurry up before it becomes operational and the ICP assault helicopters swoop down on us. You have carte blanche to pacify the ICP base.
Let's get going! Let's get going! Destination reached! Okay. Destination reached. Let's get going! Destination reached. Let's get going! Okay. Destination reached. Destination reached. Go! Okay.
Available arsenal Building enlarged. activated.
Destination reached.
Available arsenal enlarged.
Mission accomplished. Let's get going!
Available arsenal enlarged.
Let's get going! Destination reached. Attacked! In formation.
Available arsenal enlarged.
Mission accomplished.
Building activated. Construction terminated. Building activated.
Our advance is unstoppable.
Go! Destination reached.
Insufficient funds. Construction terminated. Construction terminated. Construction Unit terminated.
Retreat!
Once again, our army proved its superiority.
Insufficient funds.
In formation.
Construction
Yes,
terminated.
sir. Destination reached. Of course. Destination reached.
Once again, our armies proved its superiority.
Construction terminated.
Of course. Nothing can stop us now. Our advance is unstoppable. Let's get going!
Construction terminated.
Of course! Go! Destination reached! Let's get going! Go! Let's get going! Destination reached! Of course! Yes, sir! Let's get going! Of course! Destination reached! Let's get going! Okay! Okay! Our advance is unstoppable! In formation! Mission accomplished! This is a great victory for our side!
Insufficient funds. Construction terminated. Construction terminated. Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
The enemy's resistance is weakening. The conflict's nearing an outcome.
Construction terminated.
Of course!
Construction terminated.
Let's get going!
Construction terminated.
Destination reached! Yes, sir! Let's get going!
Insufficient funds.
Yes, sir! Destination reached!
Construction terminated.
Destination reached!
Construction terminated.
Yes, sir! Destination reached! Go!
Construction
In
terminated.
formation! Of course! Of course! Destination reached!
Unit lost. Unit lost.
Okay!
Insufficient funds.
Yes, sir!
Construction terminated.
Go! Destination reached! Of course!
Unit lost.
Yes, sir! Let's get going! Destination reached! Let's get going! Let's get going!
Construction terminated.
Let's get going!
Construction terminated.
Go!
civilians have been killed.
Of course! We're going into battle! In formation!
Unit
It's
lost.
as good as done! Mission accomplished! Movement impossible! Okay. Destination reached! Yes, sir! Destination reached! Retreat!
Our advance is unstoppable.
Going! Destination reached! Go! Okay. Destination
Unit
reached.
lost.
Let's get going!
This is a great victory for our side.
Of course! Destination reached! Mission accomplished!
Once again, our armies proved its superiority.
Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
Nothing can stop us now.
Construction terminated.
Of course! Go!
Once again, our armies proved its superiority.
Construction terminated. Unit lost.
This is a great victory for our side.
Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
Let's get
Construction
going!
terminated.
Yes, sir! Destination
Insufficient
reached.
funds.
Go!
Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
Okay.
Construction terminated.
Okay. Destination reached.
Construction terminated.
Yes, sir. Destination reached.
Construction terminated.
Destination reached. Yes, sir. Okay. Destination reached. Okay.
The enemy forces are fleeing.
Insufficient funds. Construction terminated.
Yes, sir. Destination
Construction
reached.
terminated.
Yes, sir. Let's get going.
Construction terminated. Unit
The
lost.
enemy forces are fleeing.
Destination reached.
Construction terminated. Insufficient funds. Construction
Let's
terminated.
get going. Destination reached. Go!
Construction terminated.
Yes, sir.
Nothing can
Construction
stop us
terminated.
now.
Get going. Destination reached. Yes, sir.
Construction terminated.
Go!
Construction terminated.
Yes, sir.
Construction terminated. Unit lost.
We're going into battle.
Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
Yes, sir.
Construction terminated.
Yes, sir. Destination reached.
Construction terminated.
Destination reached. Of course.
Our advance is unstoppable.
Insufficient funds.
Okay. Destination
Construction
reached.
terminated.
Go! Of course. Destination reached. Go!
Construction terminated.
Destination reached.
The enemy forces are fleeing.
Of course.
Insufficient funds.
Yes, sir.
Construction terminated.
Okay.
Construction terminated.
Yes, sir. Let's get going. Okay. Destination
Construction
reached.
terminated.
Let's get going. Destination reached. Of course. Destination reached. Let's get going. In formation.
Nothing can stop us now.
Okay. Of course.
Construction terminated.
Yes, sir.
Construction terminated. Construction terminated. Construction terminated. Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
Of course. Destination reached.
Construction terminated.
Okay.
Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
Destination reached. Go!
resistance is weakening. The conflict's nearing an outcome.
Unit lost.
Reached.
Insufficient funds.
In formation.
Construction terminated.
Go! Destination reached.
The enemy forces are fleeing.
Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
Okay. Go! Destination reached.
Construction terminated.
Yes, sir. Of course. Go! Let's get going. Of course.
Construction terminated.
Go!
The enemy forces are fleeing.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. We're going into battle. Go! Let's get going. Right away.
The enemy forces are fleeing.
Yes, sir. Let's get into battle. Retreat. Go!
Unit lost. Mission accomplished.
Very good. We're gradually moving our pawns toward North Niger. Unfortunately, our friends, the media, are now on the scene. Be tactful.
Hello, General. Our objective is to advance towards North Niger, but the mountain pass of Ngorongoro is firmly surrounded by the ICP, and they're reinforcing their military presence more with each passing hour. If we're to have any chance of recuperating this lost territory, we'll have to act discreetly. We've just intercepted an ICP communication which indicates that advanced detection equipment will soon be arriving at Ngorongoro in a convoy of trucks. You must intercept this convoy at all costs and prevent it from reaching Ngorongoro. Try to recruit agents from the local population. They'll help you keep an eye on the enemy while you're preparing your commando operation. One last word, General. The reconnaissance helicopters which intercepted the ICP communication fell into enemy hands shortly thereafter. They can't be very far away. With a little luck, you'll be able to get them back, which will help you accomplish your mission. Available arsenal enlarged. Available arsenal enlarged.
Let's get going! Go! Of course! Of course! Yes, sir! Let's get going! Okay! Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Destination reached! Of course! Of course! Okay! Let's get going! Reached! Let's get going! Okay! Destination reached! Go! Let's get going!
Unit lost.
Go! Retreat! Destination reached! Okay! Of course!
Unit lost.
Okay! Retreat! Go! Go! Let's get going! Yes, sir! Destination reached! Go! Destination reached! Let's get going! Let's get going! Destination reached! Mission accomplished. Of course.
population's actively supporting our movement.
Insufficient funds. Construction terminated.
Let's get going! Destination reached! Let's get going! Destination reached! Okay! Yes, sir!
Construction terminated.
Go! Destination reached! Of course! Of course! Let's get going! Mission accomplished! Yes, sir!
The population's actively supporting our movement.
Destination reached!
Construction terminated.
Of course! Let's get going! Destination reached! Of
Construction terminated.
course. Go! Destination reached! Go! Destination reached! Okay! Formation!
Construction terminated.
Yes, sir! Destination reached! Let's get going! Mission accomplished! Go! Okay!
Population's actively supporting our movement.
Construction terminated.
Destination reached! Go! Okay! Destination reached!
Construction
Go!
terminated.
Let's get going! Destination reached! Destination reached! Destination reached! Yes, sir! Okay! Yes, sir! Let's get going! Okay! Go! Okay! Destination reached! Of course! In formation! Of course! Destination reached!
Available arsenal enlarged.
Destination reached! Mission accomplished!
Some civilians have just joined our
Let's
side.
get going! Yes, sir!
Construction terminated. Available arsenal enlarged. Construction terminated.
Destination reached!
Construction terminated.
Let's get going!
Construction terminated.
Of course! Destination reached. Go! Destination reached.
Insufficient funds. Construction terminated. Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
Mission accomplished.
Some civilians have just joined our side.
Construction terminated.
In formation. Let's get going. Destination reached. Destination
Construction
reached.
terminated.
Go! Destination
Construction terminated. Insufficient funds. Construction terminated.
reached. Of course, destination reached. Let's get going. Destination reached. Go! Of course.
Insufficient funds. Construction
Mission
terminated.
accomplished. Yes,
Construction
Relations
terminated.
actively supporting our movement.
sir. Yes, sir.
Construction terminated.
Destination reached. Yes, sir. Destination reached. In formation. Destination reached. Let's get going. Yes, sir.
Insufficient funds. Construction terminated.
Destination reached.
Construction terminated.
Okay. Of course.
Construction terminated. Funds. Construction terminated.
Go! Destination reached.
Construction terminated.
Mission
Construction
accomplished.
terminated.
Some civilians have just joined our side.
Go!
Construction terminated. Construction
Go.
terminated. Construction terminated. Unit lost.
Okay.
Construction terminated.
Okay. Movement impossible.
Unit lost.
accomplished. Retreat! Movement impossible. Going into battle.
Unit lost.
Retreat! Let's get going! Go! Retreat! Right away. Going into battle. Retreat!
Unit lost.
Yes, right away. Retreat! Good as done. Retreat! Yes, sir. Retreat! Let's get going. Mission accomplished. Yes, sir. Go! Mission accomplished. Right away. Right away. Good as done.
Insufficient funds. Construction terminated.
It's as good as done.
Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
Mission accomplished. Go!
Base under control. Construction terminated.
Okay.
Construction terminated.
Let's get going. In formation.
Construction terminated.
Yes, sir. Go! Destination reached.
Construction terminated.
Yes, sir. Destination reached. Let's get going. Destination reached. Okay.
Insufficient funds. Construction terminated. Construction terminated. Construction terminated. Construction terminated. Insufficient funds. Construction terminated.
Destination reached. Okay.
Construction terminated.
Go!
Construction terminated.
Destination reached. Yes, sir.
Construction terminated.
Let's get going. Go! Of course. Destination reached. Of course. In formation. Okay. Yes, sir. Of course. Go! Destination reached. Yes, sir. Let's get going.
Insufficient funds. Construction terminated.
Go!
Construction terminated.
Destination reached.
Construction terminated.
Of course.
Construction
Okay.
terminated. Construction
Let's
terminated.
get going. Destination reached.
Construction terminated. Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
Let's get going!
Insufficient funds. Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
Okay, destination reached!
Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
Of course! Let's get going!
Construction terminated. Construction
Formation.
terminated. Insufficient funds.
Destination reached!
Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
Of course! Destination reached! Okay! Destination reached! Destination reached! Go! Yes, sir! Go! Yes, sir! Okay. Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Let's get going. Yes, sir. Okay.
Unit lost.
Retreat. Yes, sir. Go, of course. Let's get
Unit
going.
lost.
It's as good as done. Mission accomplished.
Unit lost.
In formation. Okay. Go! Destination reached. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go! Okay. Destination reached. Retreat!
Unit lost.
Destination reached.
Mission failed. I told you not to entrust such an important mission to him.
Let's get going! Of course!
Available arsenal enlarged.
The civilian populations would like to get out of the towns, but they don't know where to take cover.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Available arsenal enlarged. Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Of course. Retreat. Go. Yes, sir. Okay, let's get going. Let's get going. In formation. Mission accomplished. Go! Yes, sir. Destination reached. Of course. Let's get going. Yes, sir. Destination reached. Okay. Yes, sir. Destination reached. Let's get going. Destination reached. Mission accomplished. Let's get going.
The population's actively supporting our movement.
Construction terminated. Arsenal enlarged.
Let's get going. Destination reached. Of course. Destination reached.
Construction terminated.
Go!
Construction
Destination
terminated.
reached. Let's get going. Destination reached. Okay. Yes, sir. Destination
Construction
reached.
terminated.
Go! In formation. Of course. Mission accomplished.
Some civilians have just joined our side.
Construction terminated.
Of course. Destination reached.
Wounded soldiers are abandoned to their fate.
Construction terminated.
Let's get going. Yes, sir. Destination reached. Let's get going. Yes, sir. Destination reached.
Construction
Mission
terminated.
accomplished.
Construction
Population's
terminated.
actively supporting our movement.
Okay, yes, sir. Destination reached. Destination reached. Go!
Insufficient funds. Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
Destination reached.
Construction terminated.
Destination
Construction
going.
terminated. Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
Go! Mission accomplished.
Construction terminated.
The population's actively
Insufficient
supporting our
funds.
movement.
Construction terminated.
Go!
Construction terminated.
Destination reached. Movement impossible.
Construction terminated.
Okay.
Insufficient funds. Construction terminated.
Yes, sir. Destination reached.
Construction terminated.
Let's get going. Destination reached.
Construction
Let's get
terminated.
going. Let's get going. Go. In formation. Mission accomplished. Destination reached.
The population's
Go!
actively supporting our movement.
Okay.
Construction terminated.
Destination reached.
Construction terminated.
Destination reached.
Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
Go!
Unit lost.
Of course! Retreat! Sir! Yes, sir! Okay! Retreat! Okay! Mission accomplished! Right away! Retreat! We're being attacked! Retreat! Yes, sir!
Available arsenal enlarged. Insufficient funds. Construction terminated.
Destination reached!
Construction terminated.
In formation!
Construction terminated.
Go!
Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
Civilians in sight. Destination
Insufficient
reached.
funds. Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
Go!
Insufficient funds. Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
Go!
Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
Let's get going!
Unit lost.
Yes, sir! Retreat!
Unit lost.
Yes, sir! Movement impossible! Going into battle! Okay, mission accomplished. In formation.
Insufficient funds.
Retreat!
Construction terminated. Construction
Yes, sir.
terminated. Construction terminated.
Retreat!
Construction terminated.
Retreat! Retreat!
Base under control.
The organization's
Okay.
taking control of a base.
Okay. Yes, sir. Of course. Go! Of course. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Insufficient funds. Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
Mission accomplished.
Construction terminated.
The population's actively supporting our movement.
Construction terminated. Insufficient funds.
Okay.
Construction terminated.
Okay, mission accomplished. In formation.
Construction terminated.
Destination reached.
Construction terminated.
Okay. Civilians in sight.
Insufficient funds. Construction terminated.
Destination reached.
Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
Go!
Construction terminated.
Of course.
Construction terminated.
Destination reached.
Construction terminated. Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
Okay. Destination reached. Destination reached. Destination reached.
Insufficient funds. Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
Yes, sir.
Construction terminated.
In
Construction terminated.
Destination okay. Let's get going. Destination reached. Of course.
Construction
Yes, sir.
terminated.
Okay. Yes, sir. Destination
Some
reached.
civilians
Go.
have just joined our side.
Let's get going. Yes, sir. Of course. Yes, sir.
Construction
Mission
terminated.
accomplished.
Some civilians have just joined our
Go,
side.
go. Of course.
Construction terminated. Insufficient
Destination
funds.
reached. Destination reached.
Construction terminated.
Go! Let's get going!
Construction terminated.
Destination reached.
Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
Destination reached. Okay. In formation.
Insufficient funds. Construction
Yes, sir.
terminated.
Destination reached.
Construction terminated.
Okay.
Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
Destination reached.
Construction terminated.
Of course, movement impossible.
Construction terminated.
Yes, sir. Destination reached.
Construction terminated. Construction terminated. Insufficient funds.
Go!
Construction terminated.
Destination reached.
Construction terminated. Construction terminated. Construction terminated. Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
Okay.
Insufficient funds. Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
Destination reached.
Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
Of course.
Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
In formation.
Insufficient funds.
Mission
Construction
accomplished.
terminated.
Some
Yes,
civilians
sir.
have just joined our side.
Construction terminated.
Go!
Construction terminated.
Destination reached.
Construction terminated.
Destination reached. Let's get going. Yes, sir.
Construction terminated. Insufficient funds. Construction terminated.
Some civilians have just joined our
Construction
side.
terminated. Construction terminated.
Go!
Construction terminated.
Yes, sir. Destination reached.
Construction terminated.
Destination reached. Yes, sir.
Insufficient funds. Construction
Destination
terminated.
reached.
Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
Destination reached.
Construction terminated.
In formation.
Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
Go! Destination
Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
reached. Destination reached. Yes, sir.
Insufficient funds. Construction terminated.
Yes, sir.
Construction terminated. Construction terminated. Construction
Yes, sir.
terminated. Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
Okay.
Construction terminated. Insufficient funds. Construction terminated.
Destination
Construction
reached.
terminated. Construction terminated. Funds.
Destination reached.
Construction terminated.
Mission accomplished.
Construction terminated.
Population's actively supporting our movement.
Construction terminated. Construction terminated. Construction
Destination
terminated.
reached. In
Construction
formation.
terminated.
Go! Yes, sir. Okay. Destination reached. Of course. Okay. Go! Of course. Destination reached. Let's get going! Go! Of course! Okay! Retreat!
Unit lost.
Yes, sir! Retreat! Let's get going! Right away!
Unit
Go!
lost.
Mission accomplished. Destination reached. Go! Okay. Of course, right away. It's as good as done. We're going into battle. Go! Let's get going! Destination reached. Yes, sir! Of course! Of course!
Mission accomplished. General, my superiors have told me how dissatisfied they are. Not only has the ICP fooled us by launching a surprise counterattack against our troops in central Niger, but Commander Walker, who was in charge of the Manjeni base, has also been taken prisoner. Your mission is clear. You must destroy the Manjeni base. We're giving you a commando group of a few men. With them, you must take control of the disused base on the northeast of the zone. But watch out. While you're skirting the Manjeni Plateau, you'll be in enemy-occupied territory, outnumbered by 10 to 1. So try not to draw attention to yourselves, otherwise the ICP will probably swoop down on you. Once the base is under your control, set up a sizable attack force and deal with the ICP base operating from the top of the Rocky Plateau. There's no time to lose!
Yes, sir! Destination reached. Go! Yes, sir! Go! Okay. Okay. Let's get going! Destination reached! Of course! Okay. Let's get going! Retreat!
Unit lost.
Of course!
Unit lost.
Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Let's get going! Let's get going! Okay, go!
Unit lost.
Okay, retreat! It's as good as done!
Unit lost.
Retreat! In formation, let's get going! Accomplished! Let's get going! Of course! Of course! Go! Destination free! Sir. Of course! Destination reached!
Unit repaired.
Of course! Destination reached!
Unit repaired.
Go! Destination reached! Of course!
Available arsenal enlarged. Available arsenal activated. Available arsenal enlarged.
Let's get going! Mission accomplished! Of course! In formation! Destination reached! Of course!
Available arsenal enlarged.
Okay! Go! Of course! Yes, sir! Go! Okay! Let's get going! Okay!
Available arsenal enlarged.
Destination reached! Of course! Of course! Destination reached! Okay! Destination reached! Yes, sir! Of course! Of course! Go! Yes, sir. Destination reached. Let's get going. Destination reached. Go! Yes, sir. In formation. Destination
Construction terminated.
Destination reached. Destination tracking, sir. Let's get going. Okay.
Construction
Go.
terminated.
Yes, sir. Destination reached. Of course. Destination reached.
The enemy forces are fleeing.
Unit repaired.
Mission accomplished.
Unit repaired.
This is a great victory for our side.
Unit repaired. Unit repaired.
Retreat.
Unit
This is a
lost.
great victory for our side.
Being attacked. Retreat.
Unit repaired.
Go! Of course. Destination reached.
Building activated.
Yes, sir. Destination reached. In formation. Okay. Destination reached.
The enemy's resistance is weakening. The conflict's nearing an outcome.
Construction terminated.
Go!
Construction
Destination
terminated.
reached. Retreat!
Good is done.
Construction terminated.
Yes, sir. Retreat! Destination reached. Right away. Okay.
Losing control of the
Construction
situation.
terminated.
Retreat!
The building has been lost. Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Construction terminated.
Our base is being attacked.
Insufficient energy.
Let's
lost.
get going. We're going into battle. Okay. Destination reached. Yes, sir. Go! Of course, let's get going! Destination reached. Okay. Let's get going! Retreat! Yes, sir! Okay, of course! Yes, sir! Of course! Good and done, right away!
Unit lost.
Retreat! Go! Right away! Get going!
Unit lost.
Go! Retreat! Okay. Let's get going! Of course! Yes, sir! Okay. Destination reached.
Unit repaired.
Okay. Yes, sir. Destination reached. Let's get going. Destination reached. Go! Destination reached.
Available arsenal enlarged.
In formation. Reached. Destination
Unit
reached.
repaired. Unit treated. Unit repaired.
Go! Destination reached.
Available
Building
arsenal
activated.
enlarged. Available arsenal enlarged.
Of course.
Available arsenal enlarged.
Destination reached. Okay. Yes, sir. Let's get going. Destination reached. Go! Okay.
Available arsenal enlarged. Building activated.
Mission accomplished. In formation.
Construction terminated. Construction terminated. Building activated. Construction terminated. Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
Let's get going! Destination reached!
Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
Nothing can stop us now.
Unit repaired.
In formation!
Construction terminated.
Go!
Nothing can stop us now.
Construction terminated.
Destination reached! Let's get going! Destination reached!
Construction terminated. Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
Go! Destination reached! Of course!
Construction
Destination
terminated.
reached.
Unit repaired.
Back! Destination going!
Construction terminated. Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
Go! In destination reached!
Construction terminated. Construction terminated. Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
Yes, sir! Of course! Destination reached! Yes, sir!
Construction terminated.
Yes, sir. Destination reached.
Construction terminated.
Of course.
Construction terminated.
Okay. Destination reached.
Construction
Let's get going.
terminated.
Destination reached. Of course. Let's get going.
Construction
going.
terminated.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Unit lost.
In formation. Yes, sir. Okay. Destination, let's get going. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Of course.
5 minutes before the arrival of reinforcements.
Enemy attacking. Let's get going. Destination reached.
Unit repaired.
Of course.
4 minutes before the arrival of reinforcements. Unit lost.
Yes, let's get going. Let's get going. Yes, sir. Retreat. Formation.
Unit lost.
Yes, it's sir. Good as done. Retreat. Let's get going. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're being
Unit
attacked.
lost.
Okay. Retreat. Okay. We're being attacked. Yes, sir. Let's get going. In formation.
Construction terminated.
Yes, sir. Go! Destination, yes, sir.
Construction terminated.
Destination reached.
Construction terminated.
Yes, sir. Okay. Let's get going. Of course. Destination reached.
5 minutes before the arrival of reinforcements.
Okay. Okay. Destination reached. Okay. Go! Destination reached. Yes, sir.
4 minutes before the arrival of reinforcements.
Of course. Destination reached. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go! Destination reached. Okay. Let's get going. Destination reached.
Three minutes before the arrival of reinforcements. Two minutes before the arrival of reinforcements. One minute before the arrival of reinforcements. Enemy reinforcements have been detected.
Destination reached. We're going into battle.
5 minutes before the arrival of reinforcements.
Destination reached. Let's get going. Destination reached. Go. Destination reached. Let's get going. Of course. Yes, sir. Go. Yes, sir. Of course.
4 minutes before the arrival of reinforcements.
Destination
Unit
reached.
repaired.
Let's get going. Go. Okay, go. Destination reached. Okay. Let's get going.
Unit lost.
Go. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
The enemy's resistance is weakening. The conflict's nearing an outcome.
Okay. Prisoners in sight. Yes, sir. Let's get going.
3 minutes before the arrival of reinforcements. Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Prisoners in sight.
We're losing control of the situation!
Retreat.
Unit lost.
Retreat. Retreat.
Mission failed.
Ghost has pulled the short straw yet again.
In formation.
Construction terminated.
Of course.
Construction terminated.
Let's get going.
Construction terminated.
Okay. Yes, sir. Destination reached. Destination reached. Go! Destination reached. Yes, sir. In formation. Yes, sir. Okay. Okay. Destination reached. Let's get going. Yes, sir. Go! Yes, sir. Let's get going. Retreat!
Unit lost.
We're going into battle. Retreat! Go! Mission
Our
accomplished.
advance is unstoppable.
Enemy attacking! Yes, let's get going! Retreat! Go! Go! Let's get going!
Unit lost.
Go! Yes, sir! Let's get going! Destination reached. Okay. Destination reached. Of course.
Unit repaired. 5 minutes before the arrival of reinforcements. Unit lost.
Yes, yes, sir. Okay.
Unit lost.
We're ready to attack. We're going into battle. Go! Let's get going. Mission accomplished.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. We're going into battle.
Unit lost.
Go! Let's get going. Destination reached.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. It's as good as done.
Mission failed. I told you not to entrust such an important mission to him.
In formation.
Construction terminated.
Yes, sir.
Construction terminated.
Yes, sir. get going!
Construction terminated.
Destination reached! Destination reached! Let's get going! Destination reached! In formation. Go! Okay. Go! Okay. Go! Go! Destination reached. Go! Of course.
Unit lost.
Retreat! Go! Let's get
Nothing
going!
can stop us now.
Yes, sir! Let's get going! Destination reached! Of course! Yes, sir! Go! Yes, sir! Yes, sir!
Our advance is unstoppable.
Okay! Go!
Unit lost.
Retreat! Go!
Unit lost.
Retreat! Go! Let's get going! Okay, let's get going!
Unit lost.
Let's get going! Retreat! Yes, sir!
Unit lost.
Okay!
Unit lost.
Okay!
Unit lost.
Of course! Yes, sir! Let's get going!
Unit lost.
Go! Of course! Go! Let's get going!
Unit lost.
Okay!
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Destination reached. It's as good as done. Okay. Right away. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Enemy attacking. Of course. Yes, sir.
5 minutes before the arrival of reinforcements.
Yes, sir. Okay. Mission accomplished. Yes, sir. Let's get going. Destination reached. In formation. It's as good as done. Go. Let's get going. Destination reached. It's impossible. Right away. It's as good as done. We're going into battle. Mission accomplished. It's as good as done. Yes, sir. Yes, as good as done. Let's get going.
4 minutes before the arrival of reinforcements.
We're being attacked. Mission accomplished. Let's get going. Yes, sir. Mission attack. Possible. Enemy's attacking. Yes, it's good as done. Let's get going. Okay. Done. Of course. Yes, sir.
3 minutes before the arrival of reinforcements. Mission accomplished. A great victory. The ICP has realized that the battle won't be taking place in southern Niger, but in the north, around the oil wells that Kassim is so keen to get his hands on. We'll have to stand fast a little longer, General. Public opinion is beginning to get tired of this conflict, but every day that passes, the ICP loses more popularity. As for us, victory is within reach. Hello, General. We're getting to grips with the ICP on several fronts. The time has come to put an end to this Nigerian conflict. You'll have to strike hard at the heart of the ICP presence. Your objective is to destroy their 2 bases located in the oil fields of northern Niger. Commander Walker's being held in one of these 2 bases. The organization wants him to be set free unscathed. We're sending you a few commandos who specialize in infiltration and rescue missions. They'll help you sabotage the prison where Walker's been shut away. Make sure you do the groundwork well and look after your commandos before you send them in. We strongly recommend you to be successful. I'm counting on you, General, to make this operation our last intervention in Niger. We've wasted enough time with the ICP. Available arsenal enlarged.
Go! Yes, sir. Destination reached.
Available arsenal enlarged. Building activated. Available arsenal enlarged.
Of course. Destination reached.
Available arsenal enlarged. Building activated.
Mission accomplished.
Building activated.
Mission accomplished. Let's get going.
Building activated.
Destination reached. Let's get going. Destination reached. Of course. Destination reached.
Building activated.
Of course.
Construction terminated.
Okay. Destination reached. Of course. Let's get going. Destination reached, sir.
Some civilians have just joined our side.
Okay.
Construction terminated.
Go! Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Destination reached. Go!
Construction
Okay.
terminated.
The population's actively supporting our movement.
Destination reached.
Construction terminated.
Let's get going. Of course. In formation. Destination reached. Okay. Destination reached. Destination reached. Of course. Destination reached.
Building activated.
Let's get going. Go. Destination reached. Go. Of course. Let's get going! Go! Of course! Destination okay! Let's get going! Go! Yes, sir! Destination reached! Of course!
The enemy forces are fleeing.
Mission accomplished. Okay.
Our advance is
Construction
unstoppable.
terminated. Construction terminated.
In formation.
Construction
Available
terminated.
arsenal
Let's
enlarged.
get going. Destination reached. Destination reached.
Building activated.
Destination reached. Go! Destination reached. Yes, sir. Destination reached. Go! Yes, sir.
Some civilians have just joined our side.
Destination reached. Of course. Destination reached. Let's get going. Destination reached. Of course. Go!
Available arsenal enlarged.
In formation. Destination reached. Go! Mission accomplished.
Construction
Population's actively
terminated.
supporting our movement.
Go! Let's get going! Destination reached.
Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Construction terminated.
Destination reached.
Construction terminated.
Yes, sir.
Construction terminated.
Of course.
Nothing can stop us now.
Of course. Let's get going. Destination reached. Destination reached. Yes, destination reached. Formation. Destination reached. Okay. Destination reached. Let's get going. Okay. Destination reached. Destination okay. Go! Destination reached. Okay. Destination reached. Go! Destination reached. Go!
Unit lost.
Retreat!
This is a great victory for our side.
Building activated.
In formation. Yes, sir.
Building activated.
Of course. Let's get going. Destination reached. Okay. Go! Destination reached. Destination reached. Of course, go! Okay. Of course. Destination reached.
Construction terminated.
Let's get going. Destination reached.
Construction terminated.
In formation.
Enemy reinforcements have been detected. Construction terminated. Unit lost.
We're losing control of the situation!
Construction terminated.
Retreat!
Building activated. Construction terminated.
Destination reached.
Construction terminated. Building activated. Construction terminated.
Of course. Go.
Building activated.
Destination reached.
Construction terminated.
In formation. Destination reached.
Construction terminated.
This is a great victory for our side.
Construction terminated.
Of course, yes, sir.
Construction terminated.
Destination reached.
Construction terminated. Construction terminated. Construction
Once
terminated.
again, our armies proved its superiority.
Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
Yes, sir. Of course.
Construction terminated.
Destination reached.
Construction terminated.
Destination reached.
Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
Okay. In formation. Yes, sir. Of course. going! Yes, sir! Of course! Of course! In formation! Destination okay! Yes, sir! It's as good as done. Mission accomplished.
Some civilians
lost.
have been
Yes,
killed.
sir! Okay, let's get going!
Unit lost.
Of course! Mission accomplished. Okay,
Unit lost. Unit lost.
retreat! Okay. Destination reached.
Unit lost.
Retreat!
Construction terminated.
In formation. Let's get going!
Construction terminated.
Okay. Destination reached. Go! Of course.
Construction terminated.
Okay. Destination reached. Of course.
Construction terminated.
Okay. Destination reached. Of course. Let's get going.
Construction terminated.
Destination reached. Of course. Destination okay. Go. Destination reached. Okay, yes, sir. Okay.
Construction terminated.
Go. Destination
Construction
reached.
terminated.
Of course. Let's get going. Destination reached. Go. Of course.
Construction terminated.
Destination reached, sir. Let's get going.
Construction terminated.
Destination reached. Let's get going. Mission accomplished. Destination reached.
Some civilians
terminated. Construction terminated. Construction terminated. Construction
Let's
terminated.
get going. Destination reached. Yes, sir.
Construction terminated.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Destination reached.
Construction terminated.
Of course. Destination reached.
Construction terminated.
This is a great victory for our side.
Of course. Destination reached. In formation.
Construction terminated. Construction terminated. Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
Destination reached.
Construction terminated. Construction terminated. Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
Formation.
Construction terminated. Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
Of course.
Construction terminated. Construction terminated. Construction terminated. Construction terminated. Construction terminated. Building activated. Construction terminated. Construction terminated. Construction terminated. Construction terminated. Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
In formation.
Construction terminated. Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
Okay.
Construction terminated. Construction
Once again,
terminated.
our army's proved its superiority.
Construction terminated. Construction terminated. Construction terminated. Construction terminated. Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
Go!
Construction terminated.
Destination reached.
Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
Go! In formation. Go! Of course! Yes, sir! Destination reached. Destination reached.
Nothing can
Let's get
stop
going.
us now. The enemy forces are fleeing.
Some civilians have been killed.
In formation.
Unit lost.
Okay. Go!
Nothing can stop us now.
Okay.
Unit lost.
Let's get going. Let's get going. Okay. Yes, let's get going. As good as done.
Unit lost.
Let's get going.
Unit lost.
Of course, let's get going. Go. Okay. We're being attacked. Accomplished. Good as done. Impossible. Okay. Let's get going.
Some civilians have been killed.
Unit lost.
Our advance is unstoppable.
Unit lost.
We're being attacked. We're going into battle. Accomplished. In formation. Let's get going.
Some civilians have been killed.
The enemy's
Unit
resistance
lost.
is weakening. The complex nearing an outcome.
Movement impossible. Right away. Yes, sir. Mission accomplished.
Unit lost.
Right away. Good as done. Movement impossible. Right away, sir. Mission accomplished. Retreat. Movement impossible. Mission accomplished. Okay. Retreat. Enemies attacking.
Civilians are being...
Right away. Good as done. We're going into battle. Mission accomplished.
Base under control.
The
Okay.
organizations destroyed a refugee camp.
Prisoners in sight.
The enemy's resistance is weakening. The complex nearing an outcome.
Yes, sir. Go. Destination reached. Let's get
Once
going.
again, our armies proved its superiority.
Destination reached. Let's get going. Yes, sir. We're going into battle.
Building
What?
activated.
Mission accomplished. Right away. Okay. Destination
Once
reached.
again, our armies proved its superiority.
Available building activated. Unit
The
lost.
enemy forces are fleeing.
Construction terminated.
Yes, sir.
Available arsenal
Destination
enlarged.
reached.
Construction terminated.
Our base is being attacked.
Construction terminated. Construction terminated. The building has been lost. Construction terminated. Available arsenal enlarged.
Once again, our armies proved its
Construction
superiority.
terminated.
Formation.
Construction terminated.
Our base is being
Construction
attacked.
terminated. Unit lost.
This is a great victory for our side.
Available arsenal Construction
enlarged.
terminated. Construction terminated. Construction
Unit
terminated.
lost.
Building activated.
The enemy's resistance is weakening. The conflict's nearing an outcome.
Construction terminated. The building has been lost. Defenses neutralized.
Retreat.
Our advance is unstoppable.
Retreat.
Available arsenal lost. Activated. Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Building activated. Terminated.
Retreat. Mission
Construction
accomplished.
terminated. Construction terminated. Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
Once again,
Construction
our
terminated.
armies proved its superiority.
Building activated.
In formation.
Building activated. Construction terminated.
Nothing can stop us now.
Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
Retreat. Our base is being
Building
attacked.
activated.
Our advance is unstoppable.
Construction terminated.
Yes, sir.
Construction terminated.
Yes, sir.
Construction
Destination
terminated.
reached. Let's get going.
Construction terminated. Unit lost. Available arsenal enlarged.
Civilians are being targeted.
Construction terminated.
Attacking. Enemy attacking. Yes, sir. Destination reached.
Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
Okay, of course.
Construction terminated.
Prisoners in sight. Okay. Destination reached. Go!
Construction terminated.
Yes, sir. Destination reached in formation.
Construction terminated. Unit lost.
Our advance is unstoppable.
Yes, sir. Okay. Destination reached. Let's get
Construction terminated.
going. Retreat. Let's get going. Destination reached. Okay.
Building activated. Construction terminated. Available arsenal enlarged.
Yes, sir. Destination reached. Okay. Okay. Destination reached. Done.
Some civilians have
Building
been killed.
activated.
The enemy forces are fleeing.
Building activated. Building activated.
In formation.
Building activated.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Destination reached.
Building activated.
Okay.
The enemy's resistance is weakening. The conflict's nearing an outcome.
Yes, sir. Okay. Mission accomplished.
Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
In formation.
Construction terminated.
Destination reached.
Construction terminated.
Our advance is unstoppable.
Destination reached.
Construction terminated. Construction terminated. Construction terminated. Construction terminated. Building activated. Construction terminated. Construction terminated. Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
This is a great victory for our side.
Of course.
Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
Retreat!
Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
In formation.
Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
Let's get going!
Construction terminated.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Construction
Destination
terminated.
reached. Of course. Okay. Yes, sir. Of course. Go! Go!
The enemy's resistance is weakening. The conflict's nearing an outcome.
Destination reached.
Nothing can stop us now.
Destination reached. Okay. Destination reached. Let's get going. Let's get going. Okay, yes, sir.
Some civilians have been killed.
Of course. Let's get going. Enemy attacking. Enemies attacking.
Some civilians have been killed.
Unit lost.
Let's get going. Okay. Go. Okay. Prisoners in sight.
Unit lost.
The organization
lost.
destroyed a refugee camp.
Retreat! Go! Let's get going! Yes, sir! Retreat! Retreat! Destination reached!
Construction terminated.
Let's get going!
Construction terminated.
Of course!
Construction terminated.
Of course!
Construction terminated.
Destination reached!
Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
Let's get going! Yes, sir!
Construction terminated.
Destination reached!
Construction terminated. Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
In formation!
Construction
Let's get
terminated.
going! Let's get going! Destination reached!
Construction terminated.
Go! Of course! Go!
Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
Destination reached! Go! Yes, sir! Go!
Construction terminated. Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
Destination reached!
Construction terminated.
Yes, sir! Destination reached!
Construction terminated. Construction terminated. Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
Okay. Destination reached.
Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
In formation.
Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
Destination reached.
Construction terminated.
Okay. Retreat, yes, sir. Destination reached. Go! Yes, sir.
Construction terminated.
Okay.
Construction terminated.
Let's get going.
Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
The enemy forces are fleeing.
In formation.
Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
Destination reached. Of course.
Construction
Yes, sir.
terminated.
Destination reached.
Construction terminated.
This is a great victory for our side.
Destination reached.
Construction terminated.
Destination reached.
Construction terminated. Construction terminated. Construction terminated. Construction terminated.
Go! Destination reached.
Construction terminated.
Of course.
Construction terminated.
Go!
Construction terminated.
Destination reached.
Construction terminated.
Retreat! In formation.
Construction terminated.
Let's get going! Sir. Let's get going!
Construction terminated.
Okay. Destination reached. Destination reached. Destination reached. Okay. Let's get going. Destination reached. Yes, sir. Of course. Destination reached. In formation. Of course.
Some civilians have been killed.
Of course. Okay. Okay.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Some civilians have been killed.
In formation. Retreat.
The organizations destroyed a refugee camp.
Unit lost.
Retreat. Of course. Yes. Movement is impossible.
Unit lost.
Retreat. It's as good as done. Mission accomplished. Of course, sir. Yes, sir. Destination reached. Okay. Yes, sir. Going into battle. Of course. Yes, sir. Let's get going. Destination reached. Destination reached. Of course. Go. Destination reached. Okay. Movement impossible. Yes, sir. Mission accomplished. In destination reached. Okay. Yes, sir. Let's get going. Of course.
Enemy reinforcements have been detected.
Of course! Destination reached! Of course!
Unit lost.
Base under control.
Mission accomplished. TV News, February 12th, 2012, 9 p.m.
Faced with the hostility of public opinion with regard to its intervention in the Nigerian conflict, the ICP has decided to pull out, leaving Nigeria to profit from its conquest. Nevertheless, the ICP will oversee the signing of a peace agreement between Niger and its invader. It's a fair bet that this agreement will focus on Nigeria's exploitation of the oil-rich Saharan territories.
Secret Ghost Room, April 8th, 2013, 6 p.m. Gentlemen, thanks to our success in Niger, we can ensure the independence of our member countries with regard to energy supplies. We're now taking an interest in another strategically important resource, rubber. Here's how we expect to develop our role in this market.
As you know, Indonesia and Malaysia supply 2/3 of the world's rubber production. Indonesia is presently going through a serious domestic crisis linked to problems caused by overpopulation. It won't take much for the country to set out to conquer its Malaysian neighbor, to become the world's leading producer while gaining sizable territories to colonize. To precipitate the crisis, we are first going to transfer all our orders for rubber from Indonesia to Malaysia. Then we'll offer our support for the annexation of Borneo.
TV News, June 13th, 2013, 9 p.m. According to our special correspondents on the scene, the Indonesian army, which is incredibly well equipped, is advancing rapidly into the Sabah and Sarawak provinces. It's behaving very cruelly toward Malaysian civilian populations of Chinese origin. The ICP has announced its support of Malaysia and the decision to send its blue-helmeted peacekeepers into the area to defend civilian populations and help humanitarian organizations in their work. Over to you, Steve.
Yes, thank you, Amanda. Indonesia, which is already suffering from endemic overpopulation and long-standing territorial claims, has been hit hard by the economic and financial crisis that's currently affecting developing countries and, more particularly, the recent crisis on the world rubber market. Indonesia, the world's second rubber producer, lost most of its markets 2 months ago to Malaysia, the world's #1 producer.
Hello, General. You'll be leaving for Indonesia at once. There you'll take command of local land forces. The ICP has deployed a sizable military and humanitarian operation to Sarawak on the island of Borneo.
Of course, there's no question of us openly confronting ICP troops. However, you're going to attack the ICP on its eternal weak point, the protection of civilians. We're counting on you to destabilize them by destroying the refugee camps they set up near Sabangan. Once the ICP has been thrown into disruption, you can destroy their base. The media are on the scene. All they're waiting for is you. From now on, you'll be able to work with Commander Walker, who specializes in attack operations.